This is my 2023 Ford Maverick XL Hybrid. Ottocast has sent me an upgraded version of the wireless car adapter for Android Auto or CarPlay. This is going to take a screen in the car and give some enhanced functionality to it, and I'll never have to plug in my cell phone again. So today, I always have to plug in to my phone to use Android Auto. This device will let my phone wirelessly connect, and as I mentioned, it's going to give me some enhanced functionality. Okay, let's see what is in the box. This is the Ottocast P3 Pro. So this is the device. HDMI outputs. You can put a SIM card in this. That's interesting. So it could completely be standalone, even not hooked to your cell phone, I suppose. They give you a USB-C angled cable. They give you standard USB to standard USB with the adapter on the back. And you also get this little guy here if you only have USB-C and need to output it to the other one. Quick setup guide. Install OttoAiBox into the vehicle's USB communication port. During the first setup, it may automatically reboot. It accepts 3 ways to connect. SIM card. So you could put a SIM card directly in this. You also can do it via Wi-Fi network, which is what we're going to be doing on this. And then they give you the manual here of how to do this. Is it compatible? Oh no, Android Auto. Good. I just wasn't looking. If your Android phone must be on Android 11 or later. How to switch between CarPlay and Android. This product includes a built-in CPAA toggle that sets it. So you literally have to hit this toggle button. So I'm going to go from CarPlay to AA. It's literally a mechanical analog type button. Switch it to Android Auto. I bet you a lot of people skip that step and wonder why it doesn't work. Now I'm going to be using a longer cable just so I can show this to you as I go. But I'm going to plug it up. It's lighting up. Alright, so the Ottocast is lit up, and you can see my screen here. Some Ford audio services will be replaced while connected, so go ahead and say continue. I'm going to say agree. So it's rebooted, and I can see Android Auto down here now. So I'm going to go through the setup here. English. So keep in mind, this is the Android Auto device now. Your phone is then going to connect to this. So English. United States. 12-hour clock, miles per hour, and Fahrenheit. Please refrain from using it while the vehicle is in motion. Drive with regulations. Avoid watching videos while the vehicle is in motion. Okay. So here we are. This is the screen. Now I got to hook my cell phone up to this guy. It would be kind of cool though. I mean, it is completely standalone. Like, I'm not hooked to any phone right now. It's not even hooked to the internet. If you had a SIM card in it, you could just run this completely standalone. So it says you want to go into the multiplay app, which I'm doing here, and locate the device's Bluetooth name. So I see the Bluetooth name there, the AI OttoAiBox. So then what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to connect our phone to that. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to go to my Bluetooth. I'm going to make sure it's on. And I'm going to say pair a new device. And I'm going to pair it to this OttoAiBox P3 Pro. So let's give this a second to find it. It looks like Pixel 10 Pro. It's finding my phone when I did that. So maybe this just connects to the phone. I'm going to say pair. Connection successful. Do you want to use it? Yes, it's going through its own cycle here. So it seems to be connecting. So it is connected. You can see it says active in my Bluetooth on my phone. It says when saved, check your phone and just start Android Auto. Welcome to Android Auto, connected to Auto on my phone. So I'm going to say continue. So now it's doing exactly what I thought it would do, which is basically run an Android Auto wirelessly from my phone to the screen. There's no physical cable connected here. I can put my phone wherever I want. So this is going to be your standard Android Auto. I don't have YouTube directly on this. But what I can do is I can go back to my main screen, and this is where I could stream YouTube directly from. But in order to do that, this guy's got to have internet. So you have to connect this to internet from your cell phone. So I'm going to go into settings here. Wi-Fi. And I'm going to have to turn this Wi-Fi on my phone. Because it's, you know, I got to give the Ottocast a way to actually get onto the internet. So I'm now connected to this wirelessly. And you can see here, I'm going to go ahead and type in my YouTube channel. jamzDOTnet. And what you should be able to see here is I can actually play videos through the screen. Automobile Club of America welcomes the class of 2000. This is where why they put out a press release saying I'm playing this video. Self-propelled vehicle. Actually a little science right here, logic. And let me go ahead and show you what I mean. I can, as vehicle is in motion, you can actually let that video play. The Japanese domestic market. A whole host of vehicles have that 2000. What I don't understand is why when I keep driving, let's exit as it introduced into America, Android Auto there. Of what BMW is doing for those sport activity vehicles. What about the 2000 BMW Z8? Well, it keeps going to a thumbnail view for me. The Z8, the 2000, so it's docking the video down here in the lower side, but it's not letting it stay outside of that dock. It keeps wanting to go back. Powered by 395 horsepower V8. This is absolutely. See, even when I close Android Auto keeps popping up, sticking with making the screen smaller as I move. When that came out, oh my goodness, what an uproar! Why do we need an SUV so big? Interesting. On the I have a experience with these, and generally that screen is going to stay up, but it keeps overriding and making it small. So what I want to figure out is, why is it not letting this stay in a bigger screen? Like, as soon as the car starts moving, Android Auto is making it smaller. Now, how many Ford Excursions can you point to? Again, a unique time in history. What I'm seeing here, guys, is the way that this device works is it's giving me complete wireless Android Auto through the OttoBox. Fantastic. I want that. But with Android Auto set up, even when I exit it, it's just bringing it back. No matter what, it keeps wanting Android Auto to do its thing. See? As soon as I do anything with the vehicle, bam, it goes to Android Auto, which is typical functionality you would want. The problem I have with that is, in Android Auto, you don't have the ability to, like, if I go into Android Auto, these are the apps. You don't physically have a YouTube app on Android Auto. You have to actually go to the Ottocast P3 Pro box, which is this screen, and access YouTube from here. So I can be sitting in the car and I can watch YouTube, but it continues to fight. Like, for whatever reason, Android Auto keeps overriding that. So, like, I can go in here and I can play it, but it just keeps docking it small down here no matter what happens. Now I'm going to cut the vehicle off, and I'm going to restart all of this and see if that helps with my little hiccup that I'm having. So, Ottocast cut off. So after about 15 to 20 seconds, it all pops up and your screen is back. So keep that in mind. It's not going to be instant Android Auto and functionality. So at this point, Ottocast is booted up. I can go in here. I'm going to go back to YouTube. So I'm going to queue up another one of my videos. And let this thing play. You can ask questions. Hey, what's the weather? Hey, what's the weather? No. See, it's saying right now, like, hey, what's the weather? And it gives me the current weather on Phoenix, so I get that functionality. So the Ottocast device is working. Well, sometimes you have a whole lot of success, and sometimes it works, and like today, it's not working again for me. I have no idea. The device is working. When you plug it in, the UI loads, I can do things, I can watch videos. So this at least gives you a little bit of insight about the device. But if you see something I'm doing, comment below and tell me, because I'm a little disappointed. It's a premium device. It should just work out of the box for me. This is Jason with jamzDOTnet Cars DIY Adventures. Thanks for watching, and thanks for trying to get this to work with me. Have a great day.